Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Dang it, dude. None of this works. Wow. Yeah, just your standard stream we do daily. Looking at Bitcoin first, because your favorite asset in the world, of course. And didn't have a good close. You saw your lowest price in 3 days. You went down and tested 20,400 and bounced off of it. And yeah, you did get a bearish engulfing candle and a falling three methods on the 4 hour. It's true, but looking at the daily, it takes away your anxiety, or doesn't it? Who cares? You're above 19,891, all is well. You're not making even lower lows than the low from November 3rd, the minor low. I mean, everything's fine, man. Don't know who would be freaking out about what happened yesterday. Not much changed though, right? Streamlabs chat box still destroyed, broken. Stream deck is broken. Nothing works anymore. All these companies, evidently, they've just given up. They've just stopped caring. They update and breaks everything, and they don't even care. Here it is. Here's your 4 hour scaled in, zoomed in, so you can see it. This is real. This is a very real bearish continuation pattern. Normally you're looking for this on the daily, but it's there, man. This is very real. Falling three methods confirmed. So if I guess the 4 hour pattern is real, then you'd see more downside, but hasn't happened yet, but it has been painted. Confirmed about 10 minutes ago. Yikes. But it's, again, if it's not the daily, it could fail, but dang, man, it's ugly. It's beautiful. It's just, right? Don't we want up next, not down? This is what you did. Tested 20,400. Look, it's this high from August, October, and now you're at it, but no big deal, man. Everything's okay. All right? Everything's fine. Ethereum, still not broken out, but still just on the cusp. It's like you're getting ready for a major breakout or you're getting ready to roll over. I know it's like either or, right? But look where you are. I mean, that supply line, you've tested and failed to break it. You're still within it. You can't break the 200-day moving average. That's it. That's where you are. And dead middle of two inflection points between 1420 and 1730. So more coin flips. I mean, good God. All depends on what Bitcoin does, obviously. So that's where you are. That's not much went on today, did it? For most coins. Stock market pretty quiet too, except for Carvana down 18% again. So what do you think? I mean, will the 4 hour bearish continuation pattern on Bitcoin, the following three methods, will it succeed? Will it play out? Crazy macro. It's bearish macro. It's terrible macro. It's like awful. It's so bad, and that's what makes you be like, I mean, it's hard to have conviction even on a really awesome bullish shark like Bitcoin made, like it was created. Just, you have to be skeptical because like stock market is in like crash territory. Like it could crash any day. We got midterm elections tomorrow, so volatility is gonna be here. It's gonna be crazy. You're not gonna believe it for a little while what happens. And we don't know what's going to happen. All we know is it's definitely going to be volatile. It's going to be whack. It's going to be crazy. It's just dumb, man. It's like, oh, we constantly have to wait on CPI reports, GDP, midterm elections, Jerome Powell speaking and farting constantly. We're just waiting, and the only time the market's volatile is during those times. Oh, it's tough. Long-term downtrend on stocks. Long-term downtrend in crypto still, too. Even if Bitcoin went to 28,000, it's still bear trend. On top of it all, early, coming up in the next, I don't know, like, in 12 hours and maybe 10 to 11 hours from now, there will be a lunar eclipse. So add that to the basket of insanity, right? So could you all agree that Ethereum is certainly at some sort of critical area that goes back to November of last year? I think that's where you are. BNB tried to break out, up thrusted, couldn't do it. Could not do it, man. But trying to hold on to the top part, right? 330. It's fine for now. 3 days of no bearish edge, just resetting the oscillators. That's promising. I mean, I like that. When the sellers or the buyers are not exhausted after an impulse like that, normally it's like wave one, you're gonna make a small wave down to reset, then you might run again. And if you can get back above 350 this next time after resetting the oscillators, which you were overbought, right? Overbought on the daily, 83. And now you're sitting at 68, 69. That's resetting oscillators. So if this holds and you break back above 350, you might have legs to go to 430. You can't rule it out, because that's exactly what happens when it's actually broken. So holding what was once resistance in May, what was also once resistance in August, is now, for the first time as of yesterday, is now support. Very interesting development on BNB. Pay attention to the high, now the low. Flipping. That's good. It's not bad. Until Bitcoin collapses, because tech stocks and the world and the VIX is going, you know, that's it. That's the only thing you lose a little sleep over, is like, I love the structural developments in crypto. I mean, they're just textbook amazing patterns, right? That they don't always play out, but when they present themselves, they very well could. That's where we are in crypto on a lot of them. Some have already started, but that underlying trash macro, yeah, sovereign debt crisis, currency crisis, inflation crisis, energy crisis, all of it going on. Economic slowdown, earnings depression soon, techs laying off workers every day, every single day. There's a new company out there, or there's a company out there newly informing us they're going to be doing mass layoffs. Today was Comcast. So all that just makes you be like, this is terrible. Lower highs, lower lows on the stock market too. It's just terrible market conditions for crypto, even though the crypto is just doing what it's done every single other time it's reversed to the upside, right? So it's just it's like a gross, lukewarm feeling. Lukewarm, whatever you call it. It's just blah. That's what you gotta hate about it. You love it, but you hate it. You love the technicals, but God, you hate the macro that could kill the technicals. Anytime, right? Just going in on Bitcoin Cash here. I mean, like, showing you the things you dream of, okay? Harmonic developed after crashing all the way. I mean, 90% from the low to high. Creates the bat pattern. Just happens to where the completion zone of the bullish bat happens to be at a spring back test from history, 2017, 2018. Shows divergence, creates a falling wedge. I mean, everything you could dream of's here for a crazy nice reversal of the upside. It could go up to $200 and it's still in a downtrend. Do you get that? Still in a long-term downtrend, but still could go up and change your life positively if it played out. Oh, it could go up 70% in value and still be in a long-term bear trend, but just identifying the things we identify for reversals could happen. You make money and then you offload your position, you exit, and it makes a lower high and then crashes 2-3 months from now, right? I mean, that's where we're at. Like, the bullish arguments have been presented on these altcoins, but we know for full well they could be derailed and destroyed by the trash macro that we're in. That's kind of the consensus you have to have. You can't be mad about it. Can you hear the music? How are the decibel levels? Bitcoin's continuation on the 4-hour looks like it's beginning, which isn't good for other things. Yeah, I think at this point, you might very well see 20K again, 19,981. It might be tested, dude, for the first time. You haven't seen negative momentum since October 15th. It's probably coming, right? I mean, the 12-hour bearish divergence, the daily. I mean, it's tricky. A high and the slightly higher high, lower level is not really that good here. I wouldn't even call it that, but 12-hour definitely showing bearish divergence. You don't want to ignore that. That's there. I mean, look, buyer exhaustion is here. And it's beginning to play out. You're falling back below the 200 moving average on the 12-hour chart. Negative momentum building out of the bullish control zone. If it plays out, I would think 19,891. But still just trying to hang on to this 20,400 level. Just, man, that 4-hour right there is pretty danging. I wouldn't want to be looking at, you know, following three methods right here implies more down, not up. So, and it's sad because like you had, you know, like our the one that is quite possibly the most Van Gogh-ish looking, which is SNX. I mean, it was doing amazing. It was up 10%. Thanks, Bitcoin. Ruined the party. One like this, look where it is. It's above and back testing levels that were once support as support again. And it was going to go, and it didn't. It's like, okay, here we go. Like, poor SNX doing some of the most godly, bullish stuff you could ever dream of. It's just going to be thwarted. It's just going to have a hard time. If Bitcoin's rolling over, which it is, it's going to test 20,400 again. Just super lackluster market conditions, you know, because we got what we want, but all the crap swirling around the things we want makes it less intriguing. I can't change it, Jonathan. I've reset my computer. I've refreshed the cache. I've done everything. You can't fix these things. These things I've been doing for years on our screen, the screen you're watching. The applications, the software I use on these physical devices, they update and then they destroy themselves. And then they think they're doing better, but they break 5 other things. It's terrible. It's really, really awful. I don't think I'll ever update ever again. I don't think there's anything they could do anymore to improve my ability to broadcast to you, and I know that now. And now it's like, well, they're now reaching, like, there's just no point. It's too high of a risk to ever download a new firmware update or software for Stream Deck or my Corsair or my keyboard, anything. OBS itself, like, you can't do it. It's right now I have to manually click everything on like a scrub keyboard warrior, you know, clicker and Warcraft, dude. I can't control anything. It's broken. So anyway, kind of unfortunate. 4-hour daily's okay still, but yeah, how can this play out if Bitcoin sucks, if the stock market crashes? I don't think it can, man. So Greg, we were going to look at that anyway. Might as well just do it right now. That was it did it. You know, you had your highest daily candle close. Wow.
Mamma mia, Mitch, how the hell are you? Can you take a peek at Matic for me? Love you, XO.
The love is mutual. Thank you, Greg. With 2 G's. Highest daily candle close on Matic since April 25th. Multi-month highs, beautiful. In fact, actually, on a daily candle close, broke above an inflection point. But, you know, just hanging out around there. This is massive. It's incredible, man. Really, really is. So much reaccumulation was going on. And you just popped, you know, Morgan Stanley or whatever, and Meta and Disney. I mean, all these partnerships, and Composite Man reaccumulated right here. That was the creek you jumped across in the reaccumulations. Gorgeous. Kind of similar to Bitcoin in the summer of 2020, a little bit. You know, obviously you're going to be at higher risk for any kind of entry now. I mean, it's stupid to do that, but if you're still in it, understand where you are. You're at a point where if it doesn't hold, you go straight back down to 98 cents for a formal back test you never got. You just blasted right through it a few days ago like it was nothing. So back test could happen, a healthy pullback. You know, you reset the oscillators and then you run again. But if it stays above 125 long enough, you could be going to 163 faster than you could imagine. That's all that happens in between 125 and 163. It's straight up, straight down almost every single time. So you have a higher target if you need it, but understand you are at an inflection point, and you made multi-month highs yesterday, about 20 minutes ago. So good stuff. Not much else to look at, right? I mean, the time to be looking at it maybe on Matic was when it was down here October 13th, or even, I mean, we were looking at it, like, it was looking very, very strong. And then bonus chart, Matic to Bitcoin, I got an alert, but I don't think I got it. It did not get to its highest level ever. It's very close, getting closer and closer. May 19th, 2021 was the all-time high. You are just percentage points away. How many percentage points away? Only 9.39% away. That's pretty far, but this is incredible. It is anomalous. This and BNB, the only coins in crypto doing this. Nothing else to a Bitcoin pair is even coming close, including Ethereum, very, very far up its all-time highs here. But still in an uptrend. It still looks good. Still looks good for more upside, I think. Yes, anomalous because it doesn't care about the macro. It's certainly not responding at all like there's a macro issue. Yep. Yeah, Chainlink was doing well. Anyway, let's go back to the let's get those bigger ones. Look at XRP. XRP Moonboy is probably already plotting, you know, some sort of insurrection since I didn't look at it yet. But so neutral, you know, stuck neutral, sideways since late September. It's October, or it's November 7th now, man. Month of blah. You know, 70% pump in a week, right? A little over a week, and now nothing for a month and a half. My God. So, I mean, flip your coin, 43 cents. Flip your coin, 51 cents. It's an unfortunate situation. And now others would be like head and shoulders, maybe. You know, the left shoulder, the candle close, the head.
What's
and
attacking
the right
your
shoulder.
Literal vampire bot belly goblins are hobbling around coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. Ah, ah, ah.
Is that a joint? Is that a joint?
I don't know, sir.
Thank you so much, Rush Paps, for the 420 contribution. Much love, man. Yeah, dude, it could be. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that a lot, dude. So we'll go with it. All right. Let's just act like that's what's happening. Thank you, dude. XRP, who cares? Sideways stuck, but still elevated after it bottomed out. Spring back test after an 88% retrace. Monthly bullish engulfing candle. I mean, it seems like it's fine for significant time scales for way more upside. Just assuming the macro doesn't crash, but unfortunately we're at, you know, the highest probability of a market crash that we've been, you know, since the COVID crash was happening, and then before that 08. I mean, you're just in a really bad situation right now, the macro, and it just makes even the most incredible looking trade setups like a bullish Gartley on SNX, it just makes you think, how could it fail? Only black swans. That's what I mean. Circuit breakers, VIX pumping. That's what's going to kill any of these setups. Okay, it would kill XRP. It would kill Doge. It would kill Bitcoin. It would kill it all, man. Yeah, we had this idea. It's been playing out a little bit. I think it was more so like the 12-hour, maybe the 4-hour. Yeah, pretty around the 4-hour. I mean, so far so good, right? You just bearishly engulfed. Head and shoulders, wow. I mean, falling into the bearish control zone now. Just trying to hang on for dear life. October 30th low. That's all you got left, man. And it kind of lines up. I see it. You know, it's lining up with some lows from February and March. And it's kind of where you are. If it holds, my God, so much upside. But right here, whew, could be a long way down if it doesn't hold, right? 8.8 cents. I'm looking at it, man. It's one of your largest market cap coins in the world. Hasn't been doing so hot since it developed bearish divergence on the second attempted, or one time, then the second time. Yeah, the jackpot's almost $2 billion. So dumb. Yeah, you're better off buying Shiba Inu coin and just holding it. It's true, man. I mean, I think these probably going to go down some. I mean, this isn't really looking hot. You got to hate how it up thrusted and then double topped. Like, you know, this is the inflection point of all inflection points on Shiba. 1300 one time, and the second time failed. That's rough, man. And now base of buying at 1153. That lets you know you probably 1056 next. Probably, you know. But I'm just saying, would you rather buy Shiba for the lottery ticket or just a real lottery ticket? I'm saying, like, this is your lotto ticket, owning Shiba. But yeah, it might be having to go back down to 1,000, whatever. It's 1,000. It's like 1/100,000th of a penny or something stupid. Okay. The good news is, no, there was no like buyer exhaustion. It's just you can't. There's just too much supply. too much supply at 1,300. I'm just going to say 1,300 to keep it. I'm not talking about, I know it's denominated in US dollars, but it's not even worth a penny. So it's, why would I keep wasting time trying to say, I'm just saying 1,300, you know. So maybe a type 2 return could be in store, down at 1,000 again. The fact that it can't break that 200 moving average, try, keeps failing, and that 4 hour looks pretty ugly too. You might, a little more downside. There might be an amazing opportunity at 1,000 again, but we'll see. This is probably better than a lot of, you probably have a better chance of this playing out than winning that $2 billion lottery, right? Scarlet, all depends. Is the support that your Doge is at right now going to hold? It's so pivotal. It's like, what, 8.8 cents? No, what was it? So freaking important. 11 cents is like everything. Look, I mean, I'll have this candle low close back from April. I'm sorry, March. That's where we are, and it looks like you broke it. You did break it with confirmation on yesterday's close, which was again like 30 minutes ago. You broke it. You're showing negative momentum for the first time since October 22nd. And you just gotta be careful here below that. I mean, there's just nothing here until 10 cents. January 2021, that high. What a run though. It was a fun run. I just gotta pull back some. It's been pulling back, but man, it's breaking some supports and stuff. So just go to Sol that was showing the same completed harmonic as others, but man, that's so nasty. Like, you know, like it reacts wonderfully and then runs up, hit, what is it, 37, only bearish below that. And look how it, dude, it hit it in reverse there, and now it's right back at the PCZ. Man, you gotta, awful performance, and I don't even think most cryptos took it on the chin that bad, really, compared to this one. So maybe type 2, but if I'm gonna own something, it's not gonna be Solana. I'm sorry, it's gonna be something else. I'm looking at this, a big market cap coin. Then we had other big one. Oh, Cardano. Yeah, sorry. Still hanging out above an inflection point from history, 2018. Right there, it is. It's above it still. I fear not for much longer. If Bitcoin rolls over, you know where this is going. Bearishly engulfed a couple days ago, just hanging out, man. There's nothing about this that you would want to trade, right? Because even if it was bottoming here, you're always looking for confirmation. There is no confirmation. This is the first time you're in a well-established downtrend. All you do is lower highs, lower lows. This is just one of the last cryptos based on technical analysis you would own. You'd long. It's showing almost zero argument for why you would want to own this. Why own this when you could buy Bitcoin Cash or even BNB on a breakout, you know, and a back test, or and in other ones that, you know, like you had SNX. That was, in my opinion, SNX was the one to own. But you know, you have others like Engine Coin. Where is this? Where's Engine Coin? I mean, it's just some scrub loser coin. But look at it, 41 cents, 886, completes a shark down here, and is trying to rally off of it. You know, I mean, stuff like this closer to pattern completion zones. Look, you know, here's a low and here's the higher low. You know, Cardano's making a lower low, and you know, it's just, I think they're just, in terms of arguments, better ones than Cardano. Even GRT was a better argument than Cardano, kind of. A little bit, because a 113 retrace versus a 1414 retrace. This one was really good. Man, 10 cents is everything. It's the all-time low, the old one from December 2020. Man, getting above that, huge upside. But you haven't done that, obviously, right? You can't do it. You can't break it. You're stuck below inflection points and supply lines. But wait, there's more. What about Dash? I mean, Dash was like, hey, this thing's not going to hold, dude, and it did. And the divergence continued to develop more. And, you know, this could go to $56. I mean, So bullish engulfing candle yesterday for Dash, which is awesome. Look at this volume. The volume, the highest volume you've seen on Binance for Dash since May 12th. Multi-month highs on volume, chat, on engulfing. Nice. So right, you see how there are just better things out there than Sol and Cardano, just based on simple supports and resistances. Yeah. The algo's insane. Wait, audio check, was it good or bad? Because it might be bad, dude. Might be terrible. I'm not saying anything else till audio's good. Load it. Okay, cool. Oh, algo, man. Algo, we're waiting patiently. The golden cross is coming, right? Look at the high volume on the pump, man. Really like both. Oh, look at this. Oh my God, this type of volume is insane, right? Look at your U-shaped volume. It's the dome-shaped volume signature. Pretty good. Above 37 cents is insanely good. So you got a golden cross coming, dome-shaped volume, broke out, made multi-month highs, highest levels you've seen since, technically since May. I mean, at your high point, May 21st. Everything's pretty good on Algo too. Composite Man acquired his coins, I guess, and it's beginning the markup. And I think you might, a back test of 37, 36 cents could very well be real, but it hasn't happened yet. It's a strong one. Algorand. What's up, Porter, man? You get your Kira, what is it? Kira Lara? I even say it? Dude, thing's insane, man. The Kira Lara. I bought mine. Not cheap, I don't care. Can't even believe it was available, and it's only because Miss Teen Crypto mentioned something about a hard wallet thing that she had, a ballet wallet, and made me go to that website and check it out. I was there 3 days ago. Nothing was there for sale, and now that he's published, Kira Lara has published his 2022 hard wallets, and they're incredible. They're so beautiful. They'll be sold out, guarantee it, within a week. They always do. I'm waiting forever for that thing. So you get it. I mean, some altcoins better than others for sure. Anyway, so I guess we can one thing I want to show y'all is like just Bitcoin to Google chart. It's insane. Oh man, none of my work saved. That sucks. Let me show you here how insane this looks. You talk about a wedge, a massive, ridiculous, crazy wedge. Bitcoin to Google. But dude, it's Google, man. It's Google. Cool, dude. Look where it is. This is 14K. This would be 14K on Bitcoin. So as you see, you've broken above that level, and now you're just getting in the zone in between the candle close and the wick high. You just got to wonder how significant this is. Like, it's kind of showing that you'd think in the future, if this is real, Bitcoin's going to outperform the living crap out of Google more than before. I think it's pretty spectacular. What was the retrace? 786 probably? Yeah, 78% retrace. Oh my God, no way. I had not even seen this. Dude, no way. I mean, it's a little deep on B, but everything lines up pretty well for a 786. Like a Gartley here. Gartley on Bitcoin to Google. Dang. So you just gotta wonder, man, how that's gonna play out in the future. All right, just for fun, let's go with it. Let's go to total market cap. I had identified something yesterday that I don't think you should get that alarmed, but it's here. It's kind of hard to argue with it not being here. Sorry, I have to manually click everything. It's broken world I live in now. That's not it. Whoops. Right? I mean, like, it's not perfect. It's a little too perfect on ANC. But an 886 nevertheless, right? From this high to this high, 88% completed, reacted. Just got to wonder, you know, 1, 2, 3, like a long little rally. You think a pullback could happen here? I mean, I'm thinking that's possible. Well, I understand, man. I understand. So just interesting to pay attention to. I mean, from the bottom, just think about what total market cap's done from its bottom 22 days ago. It's up 21%, $179 billion market cap increase since that low. So how will this perform? So good question, right? Very good question. Tomorrow's the last blood moon until 2025. That is crazy. Yeah. Bitcoin already broke the wedge on the Qs. Okay. Oh, we look at that. Did it really? It doesn't look like it to me at all. No way. Weird. I mean, it just depends where you anchor, I guess. You can't use the top. But yeah, a supply line like that, sure. How is he plotting it? It's kind of like it was not pretty at all compared to Google. Google's like gorgeous. No, I wouldn't even call that. It's interesting though. It really is. Just talking about Bitcoin to the QQQ. Did break a supply line of sorts, not from this side though. But I tell you, an inflection point. That's real, man, right? 2018 and 2019. Look at you're holding it, and yeah, that's pretty solid right there. You got to wonder what that's going to manifest into, though, right? I mean, like, how high will it go? So far, you can see the 200-day simple moving average being rejected at first test since March, and same type of performance so far, testing it and reversing for now. So you just got to wonder, is it the beginning of a massive recovery? Or is it just lower high again and then dump, you know? Been live about 40 minutes now. Look at the time. Look how it flies, man. All right, so let's go to just the standard S&P 500. How's it going? Up 1% today. All right, hanging on, man. Hanging on. Divergence. You know, any sell-off is just, all right, we're going back up, pivoting a little bit. That's fine. I think everything, waiting on the midterms. I think it's probably implied that you'll have a red tsunami based on everything that's happened in the past 2 years, where our country, or where the West is now, based on the leadership that's been in charge for the past 2 years. You gotta imagine that the other side will get a chance. And you got to wonder how that's going to affect the markets. I believe the best performing markets are when you have a Democratic president and then, right, Congress. I mean, both the House and the Senate, whatever.
Thanks, Mitch.
They're controlled by Republicans,
Crazy times
right?
and FD world we live in.
Balanced.
Your TA and show's up there with my top 10 favorites to watch on the BoobTube. Been a subscriber for 15 months or so, learned quite a bit from you. Thanks for legit education and lessons.
Dang, TTBBC, aka Chris. Dang, man, that's a lot of letters, dude. Well, I appreciate that. Top 10. I made it, man. I made it to the top 10 on YouTube, man, which is not easy because there are a lot of really talented people on YouTube, you know? So, I mean, that's awesome. And that's an honor. So, thank you, dude. And hopefully I'm able to be some sort of positive impact on your life and everyone else's life that watches me. I try to provide some value and, you know, just covering the markets day in, day out, with maybe a sprinkle of education and stuff. People trying to invest in themselves and learn this world. It's a foreign language, man. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. That was worth more than $20. What you said. Thank you, dude. So a good day. Maybe you're trying to pivot here, but we'll see. Tomorrow's a huge day. Wait, give it a couple of days, and we'll see what's going on. All right? Because I do think that a change would change trajectory of movement of the market, at least temporarily. Dow Jones Industrial. You can't stop energy, man. Broke back above the 200-day simple moving average. Broke back above the supply line today. This is very strong. Probably going to 33,222. The inflection zone. I mean, this is strong, man. Unstoppable. The dragon performing very well and not giving up yet. That's insane. Dow Jones is in another category than all the other index funds. It just is. Powerful stuff. NASDAQ, it's trying to maybe pivot. Kind of, right? I mean, it really is. It was below of course, man. It rallied back above 10,523 today. Of course it did. Yep. After falling below again. Okay, is it the second low here? It could be. You just don't know at the time, right? One low, a second low can usher in a short-term rally. So just getting through these. Russell 2000 it's pivoting. It's above 1743, so you're safe for now. All right, being above that level takes you to 1926 eventually. It's very possible you get up there. The cutoff on this one is 1700, 1717. All right. What about gold? Gold is really something else, where it looked like it was over. But see, the buyers keep defending 1621. So if they keep doing that, then okay, it's sellers failing. So now it's back on deck for, hey, you're breaking the supply line again. You're now up. If you break this level, you go to 1788, no problem. Again, something like a midterm election is certainly something that could change the trajectory of everything. So just pay attention, man. As you can see, a low, the lower low, then the same low, and you can look at this RSI, how it looks. I mean, after so much selling and the failure of the bears over and over. I mean, they've been failing since late September to break. Like, dude, you've broken all support and you're just failing to mark down. Something's going on. Sellers should not be having this much. What are you doing? Like, why does it keep diverging so much? Why is it now testing back at this level again when it should be rolling over? Yeah, you got to wonder. A midterm's going to catalyze something on these markets. Silver is, it had a better argument to begin with, and here it is, right? I mean, silver was up 7% last week, and now it's breaking $20, and that's serious accumulation down here. You were accumulating on silver. It looks like it to me, and I figured 1387 in time, but you might have to go on a run first, a deep retrace. But this is really, it's almost like left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You got momentum shifting structure down here on silver. Definitely super strong right now. Range bound near the top of the range, you'd think, right? But it could break that. I mean, that based on this year, it looks really good. Like Ethereum this summer, where we made the low, then it made the same lows, but they were higher than the last low, and that ushered in the 130% increase in value on Ethereum. Once this happened, the same fractal happened. Remember, drawdown, then the low, then the two lows that are higher than the first one. We can go back to it real quick. Just jog your memory. Here it is, right? The low, the lowest low, then the two lows that were higher than this low. This confirms accumulation. That's exactly what silver's doing right now, right? Yeah, it is. And that's where it went nuts. So you got platinum over here. Platinum's super strong, man. I mean, it's like made the look at the higher low here, and now it's above the 200-day moving average for the first time. I mean, since June. Hasn't made higher highs yet, but still kind of moving average stuff. And yeah, it's like not really helpful there. But you being above 926 on platinum could have serious implications. You could be going to 1182 again in time. It's very, very possible. So, yeah, metals starting to turn around with new data. They look terrible, then all of a sudden, higher low on silver. Gold, sellers can't push the price below that base, and huge impulse candles on last week. So then let's go to U.S. oil. It started out down, but look at this. I mean, just It was an indecision candle after, wow. I mean, this is an active trade setup. Long on US oil, UK oil, whichever one you want. UK oil was a little bit more perfectly strategic than US oil, but still, they're both presenting the momentum shifting structure after back testing critical inflection points after a very, very reasonable drawdown and a very, very long-term uptrend. This was it. I mean, this was pattern identification at inflection points. That's what gives you an edge. You get it? You get an edge when you do that. That's like you have a greater probability than a coin flip's chance that it would play out the way you're thinking it might play out. And that's all you're looking for, a marginal edge. And then when these things are presenting themselves and they're happening at inflection points after drawdowns, you know that's limiting your risk. You're able to manage your risk quite well. You could just have a stop loss below the right shoulder because you're legit playing the inverse head and shoulder structure. So your whole argument becomes invalid when it falls below $82, $81.50 or whatever. So this thing probably got a lot more upside to go. You think about retraces from the high to the low. I mean, you're talking about a 50% retrace, $100, 618, 106, 786, 115. I mean, these are good targets up there. So you haven't even achieved a 38% retrace yet. So I think there's more upside on this, and it looks splendid. Unfortunately, for people who want to drive cars and stuff like that, but yeah, I think so, Jerry. Yeah, we saw when natural gas was going berserk, and then it gapped down right today on the new day. But look at that. I don't even know what to tell you. That's insane. Jeffrey Yun's over here losing his mind probably. Look at the chop every day. Look at that. That's how do you trade that? You have to like just sit on it. That's bots going nuts. But yeah, a huge gap up and then now a gap down and probably gonna fill the gap, but 113 shark, unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. So it's not over yet for natural gas. Let's see how high to low. You're nearing a 50% retrace. Let's look at this. Your gasoline futures hitting a 786. You think if US oil keeps going, this would go too. I think a gap fill would be in order at 290. But just springing back testing the spring at 248 is pretty interesting on gasoline futures. But what about, there have been some darling, wow, Peabody Energy, coal chat. Oh my God. Can we get Jesus Jones for a breakout? BTU, Peabody Energy, the coal chart. Highest daily candle close since April 20th, 2022.
Is that a joint? Is that a joint?
We did it, man. What a breakout. The reaccumulation, the sell wall with higher lows above the 200-day moving average is gorgeous, and now it's broken. And you got to wonder, I would think, based on everything that's going on, you're going to be breaching the April high in time. So just that happened. That's some serious stuff that occurred today. Up 11%, man. Mr. Peabody Energy. But it wasn't your only spectacular asset. Well, even other ones that are just unstoppable, like orange juice futures. You can't stop this thing. It hit its highest daily candle close in like 7 years. Highest since December 2016 today. Still not there, but almost 220. It hit a high of 219. So you're hitting the PCZ of the bearish butterfly. No reaction yet. Still just incredible, right? 227's all-time highs. Or it's like 228 maybe. 227.45 all-time highs. You'll probably go test that. Also, live cattle futures. Look at this on Miss Teen Crypto stream today. This is inverse is a bugs chart and killing it, man. Killing it. Just bullish engulfing candles today. Where's the reaction? I mean, that was your reaction just to fill a gap. What a joke, man. It's just insane. Could be going to 171 in time if this this is not really caught enough of a reaction to even be valid yet. It's like, is it even real? Bug square dancing. Bitcoin 20,500 and falling. Let's check out total real quick. Remember the newly painted structure of the shark in a way is the 886, right? So just gotta wonder how much performance will this get. I'd imagine after an 88% run like that from the previous discernible swing high, it could be very, very real. So let's just pay attention to that together, man, all right? You got to. Oh yeah, also, what about copper? I forgot, man. Copper, awesome, dude. The Gartley. It's the Gartley. Where it's like it could be both. Looks like it is still the Gartley.
How much can we look at German stock SGL Carbon? THX very much.
Yeah, we'll look at SGL. Julian, thank you for the 15. Much love. So copper also caught a pop last week, and this Gartley's real. Forgot. What about our cotton? Cotton off its support. Big rally. Been going on. Probably going to $92 to test it, you know. That's okay. Hog futures.
If Z-Bugs are Z future, then we must see Z-Cutter oil futures.
Yeah, well, where are they, dude?
Is that a joint?
What's the ticker for gutter oil? Hog futures finally max bids up 5% today. Getting back above some level. Just some level, man. One of these inflection points. Probably going to 92.60 if this is real. About time. I mean, figured like eventually it's gonna pop. A lot of commodities popped, right? Coffee futures continuing to get destroyed. Uh-oh, man. Yeah, the party ended for dude. Coffee futures below this level could be in serious trouble. Do you get where like, this isn't a joke level? 172. My God, what's happened? They found coffee on a meteorite and we've mined it. Is that happening in coffee? Because this thing's breaking a key support for now. It may not stay. It may just, you know, of course, how they do, like they false breakdown, head fake, and you rally tomorrow or the next day back above 174, and then you're fine. But as of today, another candle closed below it, and it's like, dang, man, you know where these assets normally go when they pop like that. 886s. Just not going to happen overnight. So you're going to have a lot of up and down, but on the way down. You've broken support right now. That's interesting. Been bearish on coffee futures. Got a nice mark down, a wave down. Any wave up, it's going to be a lower high and roll over again later. What about our corn futures starting to roll over? All that bearish divergence. Oh my God, somehow, some way, you got even more divergence. So yeah, I'm thinking this is going to roll over here. It's not going to hold 666. And we're going to go much, much lower on corn futures. Valiant attempt for now, but looks like you're a little tired here, aren't you? Rice futures, that, remember, it was perfect, but it's like energy. It's like all these oil stocks did the same type of bearish pattern, performed adequately, and then pivoted and rallying. And now you're talking about rice futures that is threatening multi-year highs again, like that, like nothing. It's almost like you're showing a sell wall around 18 bucks with higher lows now. So it's like accumulation. It's too strong, man. Trend is too powerful on rice futures. This party is not over. Soybeans reaccumulation looks like. Trying to get above 1454. If you can break this level finally, 1585 is upon you, then 1650. It's not bad. And then wheat, really been struggling here, man. I don't know. It's like, just if it makes another higher low, then it's fine. You know, it could just end up higher low here, and then once it breaks 948, it's off to the races. It ends up going to all-time high levels probably. So let's save your commodities. Okay, so I guess we can get a couple of these requests, right? I think we had like one or two. Matic we already looked at. SGL, like that was the only request at this point. Get wrecked. Carbon looks pretty good. Wow. Yep. Solid. Yeah, the weekly on this. It's the in German stock exchange, man. Wow, look at that. Look at that inflection point from 2002. Oh my God, you want to talk about legendary? Too bad you didn't request this back here. And dang, man. Too bad you didn't request in 2020 and then 2020 again. Look at this. So the spring back test of spring. There it was, just like GameStop. Jesus levels right there. And from that spring back test, goes up 300% in 300 days. That's like 1% a day. Incredible, man. That is textbook. This is the dream. This is like pocket aces. Pocket aces. Oh, yeah. And then a flop, you get another ace. But for now, yeah, it's holding up pretty well, isn't it? But just downtrend. If you're making if this higher low is real, that's good. In the weekly 200 moving average, look at you're above it, and you're actually somehow back testing the 200 week simple moving average as support. When is it? When has it done that? Resistance, rejection, bearish, right? Look at this rejection in October or December 2013. I mean, like it never uses the 200 week moving average as support. You're never like above it. That's so strong, really. I mean, it is. So this is about carbon, man. Okay, it makes money kind of. So could be a higher low, double one bottom, the second bottom going on. If we talk about inflection points, you're kind of at one, right? Look. You can see it, right? Inflection zone there. Yeah, this goes back to candle low, high, low. So you're just in this zone now of inflection, breaking it. Easy targets, same one that you had before in 2020. I would say like if you break above 788, you'd be headed to $11. See the lows, the highs, the lows, the highs. That seems like that's your next big target area. If you break this level and you're really close to it, and you gotta wonder, is this like some sort of, it could be, man. It's extremely aggressive. My God, the buying is so aggressive is what I mean. Like if it's like this, that'd be insane, man. I think we'll be going up a lot. If all you gotta do is break one more little level. One more little level and you'll be off to the races again. Serious, man. Oh, this. You ended up getting a golden cross October of 2021. Yeah, this is strong, man. Good looking chart right here. Good looking chart. Wow. Yeah. SGL. Oh yeah, look on the ants. None of my stuff works. That was the last request, so I've been live an hour now, so that's about all I can give you. You know, it's kind of one of those days. I was live with Miss Teen Crypto for a good almost 2 hours today, so if you want more.
Sensei Trader 618 tipped $23.60. Hey man, can you take a look at BKSY? Looks like maybe a scuffed Gartley with inverse HNS at completion.
Sub Sensei Trader 618. Thank you, dude, for the 2360. Yes, we will look at that right now. Thanks for giving me something to do, man. BlackSky Technology. What? BlackSky? Oh, that is solid, man. Oh my God. It's terrible, but at the same time, it's gorgeous. Jeez. Are you kidding me? Nice request. A tidbit late. Could have been better timing. Better late than never. 72% retrace on B, though. It's too deep, but you're 886, a little too shallow there, right? I mean, it's a little off. Just a little off, man. But right there, this is all-time lows, by the way. All it does is lose, right? But you spring, you back test. This is a back test of spring, kind of. Oops. There was divergence down here. Yeah, he's talking about this right here. Now it kind of reminds me of SNX a little bit, right? Kind of off, but really small. But I mean, yeah, you're up 11.8% today. I don't think there's any sort of like resistance till 240. I mean, up, down, up, or down, up, down, up, down, up, then eventually breaking it down. I mean, so why not up again? 240 would probably be your target here. Again, unconventional harmonic because it's way too deep on B. But yeah, I get you. It's an M shape. It's an informal harmonic, right? It's not anything, but it is an M. Oh my God, dude. Better be careful. They report earnings like tomorrow. Tomorrow. So, okay, let's see what happens, man. But yeah, interesting, right? Interesting where this is all happening, and this is where you want to see harmonics after big drawdowns. So interesting to a degree. Oh, okay. I can't really do I can only do the normal shout out. I can't, like, none of my stuff works, man. I can't, my commands on Stream Deck are broken, so I'm so, like, screwed. I'm gimped. So Chris, Nim, Cryptico, Pot, KD, Dude Main, and Fatty K. Thank you all for joining the Patreon. I really appreciate it. I'll just do normal Jesus chimes for y'all. Really appreciate it. That happened over like this past like 72 hours, I think. People who joined, so y'all are amazing. And Chris Irwin, the Coffee Jesus Man, also patron. I really thank y'all. Seriously, 100% crowdsourced stream. When you join the Patreon, it's the single best way to support me and the people behind the scenes that make all this work, make it all happen. All right, thank y'all. Big one on the daily is fine. 12-hour bearish divergence. Still above the inflection point, but not mooning, so. Yeah, Crypto Hoarder, buy it, dude. Buy it. If you're out there, buy that thing. It will be, I guarantee you, you buy that now, 5 years goes by, it's going to be worth more than you bought it for. That Kiralara. Yep. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm going to try to be live tomorrow. I was live during the general election of 2020. I'm maybe try to be live tomorrow for the midterms and stuff and try to pseudo cover it with the markets. It might be fun. I don't know. Probably way more interesting people to follow than me for that stuff, but because I'm not really on a political side, I'm just really, I'd be covering it, you know, with charts. 5-minute election coverage charts. Yeah, dude. It's just a cold storage wallet, exactly. But I mean, it's expensive, dude. It's not cheap. It's really like, hey man, you got some cash to buy it. I've been waiting for a year for one of these things to become available from the guy, because his stuff is so incredible. The craftsmanship is just genius. And there's nothing in the world like it. Nothing in the world like it. So. Okay. So. Close above 25. Eric Crown mentioned. Somewhat bullish. Dude, again, like, this in itself, this completed pattern, breaking a supply line, making higher lows, being above 20K, 19,891, it's always gonna be somewhat bullish. I say cautiously optimistic. Someone could say somewhat bullish, not full on bullish because the macro is swirling around, is absolute awful and can kill this. But the technicals are there for upside. Let's just see in the coming weeks how well it's going to perform. Because these things have presented low risk, high reward opportunity arguments, but they may not play out. But I would think it's more so because of trash macro than anything. It's Kealera. Just go there. Go there and you'll see it. It had to have been posted like today or yesterday. I'm on the mailing list on 2 emails and they didn't email me. I'm just like unreal. The only reason I went back to that website is because Miss Teen Crypto said something about some other type of cold storage that she has that's cool. It made me go to that and it was there. And I'm like, no way. It's like Tesla Tequila all over again, dude. All right, so prayers for Bitcoin, prayers for the West tomorrow, the country, and I'll just leave y'all to it. Thanks for coming by. And I'll just be back. So until next time, respect the T. Hey.